Today, we're diving into a fascinating discussion on volunteer work, welfare paradigms, and the impact of our actions on society. It's a thought-provoking topic, one that really makes us question the way we see charity and help. Let's start by talking about how volunteering affects us on a deeper level.
Exactly. The concept presented is that volunteering is more than just helping others. It's a course that leads to enlightenment. If you're volunteering, you're not just helping the disabled, you're learning something crucial. But here's the catch. If you don't truly understand the reason behind the help, you could actually end up facing consequences. This idea really challenges how we typically think about volunteerism.
Yeah, it's pretty intense, right? It suggests that we volunteer not just for the sake of others, but as a way to get closer to understanding something fundamental about our own lives. If someone reaches the final stage, say 100%, without understanding their actions, they end up disabled themselves. Heaven doesn't punish them directly, but they still face the consequences.
That's the twist. The idea is that we're all connected, and through acts of volunteering, we have the chance to reflect on our own faults. It's not just about what we give, it's about how we approach the situation. I mean, think about it. The people who visit the disabled or those in need to take a deeper look at their intentions. If they come only with material things, they're not really helping. It's about an exchange, something more profound.
Right, and it's about paying for the learning, not just bringing bread. So you're not just donating, you're investing in understanding. The exchange is like a spiritual tuition fee. Heaven's asking, what did you gain from this? If you learn something significant, your chance of punishment decreases. That changes the way we view charity, doesn't it?
It does. And think about how society encourages people to volunteer today, but without much thought behind it. Companies push for volunteering, but it's more like checking a box. People think they're doing good, but without real understanding, they're just perpetuating the old model. We need a shift, a new paradigm of welfare.
Exactly. The focus should be on research and understanding, not just service. There's this whole idea of creating a welfare enterprise, where people do meaningful work that leads to enlightenment. If we just stick to the old model, where you only focus on taking care of the disabled without addressing the root cause, we're just breeding more dependency and hardship.
And that's where the real issue lies. The current system isn't about prevention or education, it's about helping people without teaching them how to help themselves. The new paradigm could empower both the volunteers and those receiving help to engage in meaningful work, elevating everyone involved.
So you're saying that the disabled, once enlightened, can actually become mentors, right? They can share their wisdom, explain how they got into their situation, and prevent others from making the same mistakes. And that shifts the entire dynamic, from receiving help to contributing to society.
Yes, imagine the disabled not just being recipients of help, but becoming teachers and guides. They could teach people about the causes of their hardships and help others avoid the same fate. It's this cycle of enlightenment where everyone learns, grows, and contributes in their own way.
That's where the power of the new welfare system lies. It's not about providing material goods. Instead, it's about teaching valuable life lessons. Like if you give money, think carefully about how you're giving it and what it's teaching. Are you truly helping, or are you just perpetuating a culture of dependency?
And that's the danger. If we continue to give without considering the long-term impact, we might be doing more harm than good. It's like spoiling someone. If we don't guide people to make their own way, we're just setting them up to rely on others forever.
Exactly. This new approach requires a deeper understanding of what's really being given. The right balance of material support and intellectual investment could change everything. You could create a system where people not only help, but also learn and teach. It's a full circle.
That's the kind of welfare that could lead to actual transformation, both for the individual and society. It's about creating a sustainable, educated approach to helping others, not just throwing resources at problems without understanding.
So where does this all lead? If we embrace this new paradigm of welfare, we're not just helping people in need, we're also empowering them to help others, creating a society that works together on a deeper level.
Right. And that's a model we should aspire to, one where every act of kindness is thoughtful, deliberate, and transformative. It's not just about giving, it's about giving with purpose.
Absolutely. And that's a topic we'll continue exploring in the next episode. The current system may be flawed, but with the right paradigm, we could all move towards a much more enlightened way of living.
Looking forward to that. Stay tuned, everyone.